Destiny 2's most ambitious year just got even more controversial. Here's what Bungie isn't telling you about September's massive reveals. Brace yourself, Guardians. Bungie is about to drop 2 content bombs that could either save Destiny 2's reputation or completely shatter what's left of the community's trust. The developer has just locked in the official dates for their Ash Iron update showcase and the highly anticipated Renegades Expansion reveal. But here's where it gets controversial. They're essentially asking players to pay twice for what many consider should have been included in the base game from day one. Let's be brutally honest about what's really happening here. Following the Edge of Fate expansion's launch this past July, Bungie introduced their new 2 expansions with 2 free major updates, approach for what they're calling the Year of Prophecy. Sounds generous, right? But here's the part most people miss. This content model is actually Bungie's response to years of player complaints about content droughts and overpriced seasonal content. The Edge of Fate expansion marked the beginning of Destiny 2's Fresh Fate storyline, setting the stage for everything that's about to unfold. Now all Guardian eyes are laser-focused on 2 major content releases that could make or break the franchise's future. The supposedly free Ash Iron update that's bringing us back to Destiny 1's beloved Plaguelands, and the boldly Star Wars-inspired Renegades expansion that's arriving as the second paid content drop. But here's what's really stirring up debate in the community. Is Bungie simply recycling old content and calling it new? Or are they genuinely delivering the innovative experiences players have been desperately craving? Mark your calendars. When Bungie drops their biggest reveals of 2025. Bungie has officially confirmed that their dual reveal livestream for both the Ash Iron update and Renegades expansion will broadcast on September 9, 2025, beginning at 9 a.m. Pacific time. Interestingly, this reveal date perfectly coincides with the actual release of the Ash Iron update, a move that's either brilliantly strategic or surprisingly risky, depending on how you view Bungie's recent track record. Here's something that might spark some debate. September 9th will also mark the availability of pre-order bonuses for the Renegades expansion, including an exclusive exotic ship and a legendary emblem that only early supporters can obtain. Some community members are already questioning whether these pre-order incentives represent genuine value or if they're just another way to extract money from loyal players before revealing the actual content quality. Guardians eager to catch every detail can tune into the official live stream across multiple platforms, but primary Destiny 2 YouTube channel, Bungie's Twitch stream, and their TikTok account. The multi-platform approach suggests Bungie is desperately trying to reach every possible audience segment, but will the content itself be worth the hype they're building? Ash Iron? A triumphant return? Or lazy content recycling? The Ash Iron update is bringing back one of Destiny 1's most beloved locations, the Plaguelands. But here's where opinions start to split dramatically. While veteran players are thrilled to revisit this iconic destination, newer Guardians and critics are questioning whether Bungie is simply repackaging old content instead of creating genuinely fresh experiences. The update launches with an opening event called New Territory, which sounds promising until you realize it's essentially a gateway into Reclaim, a brand new 3-player cooperative activity. The real question that's dividing the community is this: will Reclaim offer the depth and replayability that Destiny 2 has been missing? Or is it just another repetitive grind disguised with fancy marketing language? Additionally, players can expect a completely new exotic mission alongside 2 exotic weapons that promise to shake up the current meta. However, given Bungie's inconsistent track record with exotic weapon balancing, many veteran players are approaching these additions with cautious optimism. The fact that Bungie is now reversing course raises an important question. Are they genuinely listening to player feedback, or are they simply making reactionary changes to prevent further exodus from their player base? Adding another layer of excitement or pressure, Bungie is launching the epic version of the Desert Perpetual raid on September 20th, 2025. This enhanced raid difficulty will feature its own world-first competition and exclusive rewards, though early leaks have already revealed some of the upcoming loot, much to the frustration of players who prefer genuine surprises. Renegades, Destiny meets Star Wars. Brilliant innovation or shameless cash grab? Here's where things get really controversial. Renegades represents Destiny 2's first ever Star Wars-inspired expansion, launching December 2nd, 2025. While some players are celebrating this bold creative direction, others are questioning whether Bungie is abandoning Destiny's unique identity in favor of chasing popular franchise trends. The expansion's story details remain largely mysterious, but recent lore revelations through the Treacherous Contacts collection provide tantalizing clues about what's coming. The narrative centers around a rogue Cabal faction operating on Mars in a location called Tharsis, a name that immediately sparked recognition among Destiny 1 veterans who remember Meridian Bay. This connection has led many to theorize that Tharsis might serve as Renegade's primary explorable destination, though Bungie hasn't confirmed these speculations. What's particularly intriguing and potentially controversial is the lore's emphasis on this Cabal group's obsession with paracausal weapons, the same reality-bending armaments that Guardians wield. The story also mentions Scion engineers developing sophisticated ciphers using actual periodic elements, suggesting they're receiving assistance from sources far beyond typical Cabal technological capabilities. The community speculation machine is already running at full speed, with popular theories connecting this storyline to legendary figures like Shin Malphur, also known as Dredge and Vale, and the exo-hunter Janna 14. Perhaps most intriguingly, the lore suggests this Cabal faction is actively hunting the Drifter and his mysterious ship, the Derelict, a plot thread that perfectly aligns with Renegade's promised lawless frontier theme. But here's the million-dollar question that's dividing the fanbase. Will this Star Wars-inspired direction breathe new life into Destiny 2's storytelling? Or will it feel like a desperate attempt to capitalize on another franchise's success? The bigger picture, what this means for Destiny 2's future. Bungie is clearly betting everything on this new content model. But the real test will be whether these releases can satisfy both longtime veterans who've been with the franchise since the original Destiny and newer players who expect modern gaming standards. The decision to blend nostalgic Destiny 1 content with bold new directions like Star Wars inspiration represents either inspired creative risk-taking or a studio that's lost its way. What makes this situation even more fascinating is the timing. These releases are happening during a period when the gaming industry is experiencing unprecedented changes, with players becoming increasingly vocal about content value and developer accountability. Bungie's response to this evolving landscape could set the precedent for how major gaming studios approach community feedback and content development moving forward. So here's the ultimate question that deserves your honest opinion. Are you genuinely excited about revisiting the Plaguelands through Ash Iron? Or do you see this as Bungie taking the easy route by recycling beloved content? And what about Renegades? Does the Star Wars-inspired approach represent the innovative storytelling Destiny 2 desperately needs? Or are you concerned that Bungie is abandoning what makes Destiny unique in favor of chasing popular trends? The September 9th reveal will likely answer many of these questions. But until then, the community remains split between cautious optimism and growing skepticism. What side of this debate do you find yourself on? Share your thoughts, predictions, and concerns. Whether your team Bungie is back, or team too little, too late, the community needs to hear all perspectives as we approach what could be Destiny 2's most pivotal content releases yet.